What does it actually take to get a client?
I'm a perfectionist designer.
I'm just going to push you for a second.
True. I hadn't thought of it like that before.
When my business really broke through and I just constantly had a flood of clients is when I made the decision to, hey, it's Sarah Arnold-Hall and this is how to take action. Hey, Allie. So what's your challenge today?
So one thing I struggle with is I know I should schedule one day a week for my business day. But when I have projects, I'm just head down and absorbed in it completely. And I have this underlying guilt the whole time of I've got to be doing posts. I've got to be looking for leads.
When you said a day, what would you be doing in that day? And why does your brain think you need a whole day?
Well, I guess a day, and then I could schedule all my social posts for the week. In that day, I could film them and write them and do my follow-ups with leads in that day. I feel like if I had a day set aside, then my head would be focused on my business work over the client deliverables.
Mm-hmm. So we could totally set aside a day for you. Like that's definitely something that we could do. I'm just questioning whether or not it's actually even necessary to put aside that whole day. And we can if you want to go there and that's what you decide, absolutely. But first, what does it actually take to get a client? Like for you, what actually happens? What's the process?
I guess I make a reel or I make a post that kind of would resonate with them, and they would see the value in working with me for their business.
Okay, and are you making like invitations like, hey, come work with me? Or are people just randomly reaching out?
No, so at the end of every post I'll say DM me if this sounds good or if like catchy line to work together. So I'll make sure I have a call to action at the end of every post.
Okay, so the reason why I wanted to go there is because basically the thing that you have to do is make invitations, right? Or offers for people to come to you. What if that could be so simple and doesn't have to take a day? Like if could there be a way where you could just spend, let's say 5 minutes. I'm just going to push you for a second. Literally 5 minutes to get more people while you're in those heavy times where you do have a lot of clients.
Yeah, I just don't know how I would do that. Would it just be creating a post of saying work together?
Could be.
Yeah.
What would you want to do?
I don't know. I feel like I need to offer some value to my clients before I go in for the sell. Like I want them to feel like they're going to, if I'm giving this away for free, imagine working together, how much they'd get out of our relationship.
Do you think you've ever created value on your Instagram before?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think it's possible people have been following you and have already received the value and that you could just make an offer?
That's true. I could do, yes. Yeah.
There's this kind of thing that I feel like, I don't know where this comes from, but people talk about it all the time. Like you need to give 80% value and 20% offers. And my thing is like the offer is where the value is. Like when people actually get your work and actually get to consume what you're doing or get your help, that's where the real value is. Like you don't owe anybody free Instagram value. Not to say that that's not a great way to get people, but what if the offer is the value?
Yes, true. I hadn't thought of it like that before. I guess for me, social media is such a selling. It reminds me of a Moroccan marketplace. You're just walking through the aisle and everyone's like, buy, cheap, discount. And I want my space on the socials to be worthwhile and for people to stop and get something out of it, just them feeling sold to the whole time.
I only think that things are salesy if we bring salesy energy to it. Right. So if you're like, buy now, like, 24-hour discount, like sale, flash sale, like all of that, like it's going to feel salesy because you're thinking salesy thoughts, right? But if you go in with the energy that you have that naturally I can see you already have, with this like generous giving energy and you're like, oh my gosh, did you know you can book me?
Right. Yeah. And that's something you could schedule to happen every week as well because it's
What if you did it every day?
Yeah. Stop it.
That yes was like a no.
You're like, no.
No.
But actually you're right because the amount of people that see the posts anyway, like wouldn't be seeing it every single day.
Yeah, they really don't. And it's like as well putting the same piece of it's the same reminder in the same place every day is going to compound, whereas if you put it once here and then a totally different group of people see it over here, it's just like one time.
Yeah.
Like I remember when my business really broke through and I just constantly had a flood of clients is when I made the decision to make daily offers every single day, no matter what. Somewhere I was going to say, hey, come and work with me.
Interesting.
totally changed the game. And you can do that in 60 seconds a day.
Yeah.
And then if you want to also add the value and create all the things which I know that naturally you want to do anyway, you can do that when you have the time and space.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay.
For me, that transformed my business. I remember in September 2020, I had made like $4,000 the whole year. And then in, what's the month after September? October 2020, I made $10,000, and then again the next month, and then again the next month. And I was like, this is wild, because normally I was making like $370 a month or something. And it was purely from this decision. Like, I am just every single day going to make an offer.
So it was an offer as in just call me or DM me, or was it actually literally like, you can get my services for this much money?
Yeah, I would change it. So some days I'm going to be like, here's the link. In fact, there was this woman that I remember following, and she really inspired me at the time. She used to make offers like 5 times a day, and she was booked out. She'd be like, here's a picture of me. Click the link, and then I was like, how can she do this? She's not giving value.
Yeah.
But then she would give value all the time. She just wasn't focused on like every post must have value and then an offer, or every post must, a bunch of value before the offer. She was just like, the real value is when people come and work with me. So I'm just going to make it. So it could be literally a link that you put up, but it could also be you smiling and saying, hey, did you know I offer this? If that's something you want. It could be you explaining, here's what's going to happen. Here's how my process happens. If you want this, it's totally up to you how you want to do it.
I love that. That's awesome. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Committed.
Okay. So before, when you said that you were going to do the Fridays, what do you think it was that was stopping you from actually doing it on Fridays?
I think because it's the whole day. And if, for example, Friday's the end of the week, so if something had kind of spilled over from Thursday that didn't end up getting done, but it needed to get delivered, like the deadline was the Monday, for example, I'd just end up doing that work on the Friday. And yeah, my business just gets pushed out because that's not as kind of urgent as getting the client work done.
Yeah, okay, so it's the thought, this isn't urgent right now.
Yes.
But then it becomes urgent later on, right?
Yeah.
When you finish the client work and suddenly it's urgent.
And for sure.
Yeah.
So it is something, maybe it is chunking it down into smaller blocks of time and doing the 60 seconds just to get something out there and get to people remember who I am and what I offer.
While changing the actions is going to make a difference. Like, okay, we're just doing it daily. What's going to make the biggest difference is the thoughts that you're having. Because you could still on a random Wednesday morning think, no, I have something more urgent to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think you would need to believe about taking this action that would make you actually want to do it? And I'm not just talking about like, oh, well, this is really valuable, because I think your brain already knows that, right? You already know that you need to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like, I need to do this. No. Like, what do you think you would need to believe that would make you really want to do it?
It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just, I guess I don't because I don't prioritize it, do I?
Good catch. You're like, not that I don't want to, but in the moment, right? There's a difference between wanting the outcome and then wanting in that moment. Like, I don't want to right now. So what would you need to believe to want to right now?
I guess that it needs to be easier. For example, kind of, I know I need to make more reels because that's what pops more on socials. But I've got a big block of that. I'll need a lot of time and I don't know what to write, and I've got to write it, then I've got to film it, then I've got to edit it.
Ugh, I'm exhausted already.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally do not want to do that. Yeah.
So that's probably a big block. So I guess it's figuring out a system to make them easier maybe. Because I have the idea, I'm like, that would be great. So I write it down, and then when it comes to doing it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. And yeah.
100%. Okay, so what would be the easiest thing that's really believable to your brain? So we're going to kind of mix the strategy and the mindset together of like, what do you think would be something that your brain's like, oh, that, I could definitely do that. That was so easy.
What would be easy? I guess just writing a LinkedIn comment or post or whatever. That would be easy.
Yeah, just some written words.
Yeah, that's what I find easy. So I do find myself going on LinkedIn a lot more just because Instagram and other platforms, you've got to like think of the imagery, you've got to film something, you've got to make a story about it, you've got to make a great hook. But LinkedIn's quite easy just to kind of write whatever's on your brain. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I think this is something that we could all benefit from at this point, is just making it so simple. I like to think of it like back in the old days when Twitter was like even the shortest number of characters. Like if you treated every platform like Twitter, like I know that feels like Instagram can't be that, but you can on stories, right?
Right,
So
true.
like if you treat this as like a tweet, I'm going to tweet every day that somebody needs to come and buy from me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Would that be easy?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any resistance in your brain right now that you could imagine? Like if I said go do it right now, what comes up?
I guess the instant thought was I'll just do it on LinkedIn because that's the easiest. And then it's just stories in that you still need a picture, you still need imagery to go with it. But I actually have a whole library of random shots I can use for that kind of thing.
Yeah, and what if you don't? Like we have all of these rules for ourselves about you have to have an image, but what if you just like you put you take the photo like black, you know, you just like put the camera right to your knee and you just put black and then you just put text across it.
I'm a perfectionist designer. I can't do that.
Okay, so yes, so we have thoughts about you like and how you have to show up in the world,
for sure,
right, as a designer.
Yeah, because people come to me to make like I'm the kind of people the kind of go-to people come to when they need things to look good. So I have to come across good as well. Like first takes, first instance, they need to think, I want her to do my work because it's going to be beautiful.
How could you make it still so simple for yourself but still beautiful?
Yeah, you're right. It could just be, like texture and text,
But still 60 seconds.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so I really think it's going to come down to the thought that you tell yourself in the moment right before you do it. Because like in that moment, your brain's going to bring you, oh, no, I don't have time right now. It's not a good idea. I need to, that photo I wanted to use is like, you know, on some hard drive, like whatever the story is. And if you can tell yourself, what was the sentence you want to say? Like, this is easy?
Yeah.
Or this can be easy?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, this is easy. It's not as hard as you think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you can try it?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already got an idea.
Yes. Okay. I love it. Now, what I think is also going to happen is like the first 3 days, it's going to be like, this is amazing. After the 3 days comes and then the brain starts going, no, I can't keep doing this. Like we've done this already.
Yeah.
Right? That's typically what I see happen with my clients. What will you tell yourself once it starts to get into like, I've done this for a while now.
Yeah.
And like, maybe you're not even getting the responses. Like maybe no one's booked and it's been 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, like what will you do?
I will say it's compounding. You just got to keep chipping away. I was going to say maybe I'll let myself off and just do it a few times a week, but that's kind of like sliding backwards to what I'm doing now. So
yeah,
I think I'll give myself maybe a month of doing it every day, like as a challenge to get in the habit of it and realize how easy it can be. Letting go of some of the perfectionism of how they look. And
I love this. A month is great because whenever we're going to do something consistently, the brain is like, consistent forever? No, I don't want to be consistent forever, right? 30 days is great. Okay, so 30 days from now will be the 10th of, 10th of July right now?
Yes.
So it's going to be the 10th of August.
Right.
Do you think you could message me?
Yes.
And let me know on the 10th of August that you've done it?
You'll probably be seeing my post.
I will be.
Yes.
I'll be watching. Okay, amazing.
Sure.
Okay, so if people want to find you and watch your amazing posts and see your amazing offers, where can they find you?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram at Department of June, which is DEPT of June, or online at departmentofjune.co.
I feel like we should also hear your LinkedIn.
That's Department of June too. Everything's at DEPT of June.
Amazing. And if we hire you, what are we going to get?
You're going to get amazing brand strategy, a brand which looks so different from your competitors and helps you to stand out. You're going to get a visual suite of beautiful assets. You're going to get website, social posts, packaging, whatever your business needs to thrive.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Allie. It's been such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey, if you've got an ambitious goal, you have to come and get coached by me. I'm going to help you create a streamlined action plan and then follow through on it with ease. Together, we're going to tackle every single obstacle that comes up until you hit the goal. So go to saraharnoldhall.com to sign up for coaching now.